lines as well as subqueries. Okay, and sometimes we need to write our user friendly messages or user defined messages. Okay, now so there also aliases will be useful for us. And the next one is called as what now, user defined data types. So user defined data types, in that cases also we are using what now, aliases. Okay, now so these are the four things where we can use alias. Okay, now and now later the next topic. So 1 second. Okay, now. Oh. Mm. Okay, the next one we can see. So can you find out here whenever we need to go for to log in your SQL Plus? Okay, after login with your user ID and password. Okay, we are writing like mydb. So 11 a.m. and next mydb 11 a.m. So these are the two things, guys, here. Okay, we connected your database, and once we connected here with user ID and password, can you remember what it was happen here? If I'm not setting my page size and lines, okay, what it was happen? Suppose in this, you have a one-off table. I'm going to call like dpt and execute it now. And whenever you want to call this dpt table, okay, now we can see this. Okay, your entire table information will be displayed. And in this case, what it was happen, guys? Okay, so it is a small table and small amount of data we have in this. So that's why we don't have any problem in this to display my data in order. Okay, I can properly display here and columns wise. Okay, data will be displayed like that, and it's very clear and very okay. So how the data will be there means systematically the data was arranged here. So like it's a tabular format. So now these are what now, table columns. Okay, and each and every column will be separated here. Okay, and these are the column names. So in this case, my data was not in clumsy manner, and it was some particular order type it will be displayed. So department number column, okay, all department numbers will displayed into one way. Department names are displayed into one way. LOC locations are displayed into one way. Okay, now this is what it was happen. And but sometimes when your table was having very big data, suppose I'm going to say EMP table, and in EMP table, whenever we want to display the data, now we can see the data was not in proper. Yes or no? There is no properly displayed here. And now we can see these are my columns, okay, and column names. But these columns will be splitting here. Okay, so few columns are displayed into one line, and the next column displayed into another line. Okay, like row data also split here. So some data, raw data will be displayed one line, and another one is going to go for next line. Like some rows also splitted here. So this is few rows, and after few rows again your column and few rows, and again your column and few rows. So like your table data will be splitting into number of parts. Okay, and my data is also not properly displayed. So in these cases, okay, the data was there in clumsy manner. That means users cannot understand properly what exactly it was. Okay, now so by when we want to display the big data tables, okay, now big data tables, so this kind of problem will be faced. And how I can overcome this problem? Okay, now so whatever your data was displayed here, so instead of doing like this and displaying into splitting manner, my data, I don't want to split. I want to display like a one table data format. Okay, to display your data in proper systematical order, there is two properties are we have, guys. Okay, now one property is called as, the first property is called as what now? Page size is a one property. And the second property we called as here lines. Second property we called as what now? Lines. Okay, now these are the two properties we need to set in my SQL Plus environment to display my big data tables in systematically. Okay, now, so let me go and check what is page size and what is lines and how can we set your n values here. Okay, so page size is nothing but simply we called as here. Okay, by default in your SQL Plus environment. Okay, by default. Okay, each page contain 14 rows. This is actually default. So by default in your SQL Plus environment, for each and every page is contain only 14 rows. So just imagine here, for example, my table, one of my table is there. The table is having, okay, for example, one of my table, the table is having here 100 rows are there in my table. 100 rows are there in my table. Okay, now, so these 100 rows, if I want to display as per default, then tell me each page will take 14 rows. Then how many pages will take to display 100 rows? Come on, guys. How many pages will take to display 100 rows? Minimum 7.5. 7.5 means 8 pages. So almost 8 pages will be required. So that means my X table, carefully observe, my X table is having here total 100 rows. These 100 rows, if I want to display, okay, as per default, okay, as per default, then we required total 8 pages are required. Okay, so that means because as per default, what I said, each page is contain only 14 rows. That means 100 rows means automatically 8 pages will take it out. So that means your data, how it was displayed, 14 rows in one page. Next 14 rows will display into another page. Next 14 rows will display into another page. Next 14 rows displaying into another page. So like this here, okay, number of pages are very required. Okay, and now tell me, instead of displaying our 100 rows in 8 pages are better, or 100 rows in one page is better, which will be systematically show? Come on, guys. Displaying 100 rows in 8 pages are better, in one page is better. One page is better. But how I can set? Okay, how I can set means there you have a property called as a page size property. And page size property now I need to set. What is the syntax for this? The syntax of page size, what now? Set page size. Here n is nothing but number of rows. Okay, here what is n, sir? Here n is nothing but what now? Rows. So that means how many number of rows you want to print. This is called as what now? Number of rows. Okay, and suppose here I wanted to how many rows I want to display in one page, 100 rows. So that means n is equals to, this is actually my syntax now. And now what I want to do, set, okay, I want to set page size 100. So if I'm giving 100, okay, then in each page it will be display not 14 rows, it will be display 100. Suppose my page size, if I'm giving here 200, okay, then 200 rows are displayed in one page. Like if I'm giving here 1000, like 1000 rows will display in one page. Understand now? So that is what page size property will tell us. That means how many number of rows can be displayed. That is what we called a page size. And page size maximum in a page, how many rows can, okay, display means, for example, you can see I'm going to set here page size. Okay, suppose if I'm giving 100, it is accepted. Like this, you can go, if I'm giving here the 50,000 rows I need to display here in one page, then what happened? It is also accepted. But whenever you want to take 50,001, if I take, then what happened here? It is not allowed. And it was giving some error. What is the error? Page size option 50,001, it out of range. That means in each page, maximum 0 to 50,000 rows I can display. This is a max limit of your page size property. Got it my point now? So what is your max size? 50,000. 50,000 above, if you give an n value, then it was out of the range. So that means per a page, maximum how many number of rows can I display here means 50,000 rows can I display. Okay, I can display here. Okay, now that is a maximum limit of a page size. And next, what about lines? Lines are nothing but we simply called as here. Okay, to okay, by default, each line is having, okay, 80 bytes. Okay, 80 bytes of, or 80 bytes are allocated here for each line. So that means in each line 80 bytes of memory will allocate. That is by default. That is by default. Okay, now so that means now we can see again, I have a X table. In X table, you have how many rows here? 100 rows. Okay, and each row data is having here 100 characters. How many characters? 100. For example, this is one line. Okay, so for each line, how many bytes of memory is allocating to you means 80 bytes. And for each byte will take a one character to occupy. Then 80 bytes means maximum in each line. How many characters can be displayed means every one character will take 1 byte of memory. Then it will take 80 characters per a line. 80 characters per a line, because each line is having how many bytes? 80 bytes of memory. So each character will take 1 byte, then 80 characters can display or can print in one single line of SQL plus environment. Okay, now? Right. So now we can see I have 100 rows. Each row data is having 100 characters. Okay, but as per by default, each line will take how many characters? 80. So that means what happened? Each row data will split or will display into how many lines? 2 lines. For example, first row data I want to display. Then started. First row data displayed up to 80 characters. So your by default memory 80 bytes, exactly 80 characters. For assume, for example, 80 characters are printed. After 80 characters are printed, the remaining how many characters are left? Come on guys, remaining how many characters are left? Yes, remaining 20 characters are left. The 20 characters, whatever it was left, that will printed on next line. This is remaining 20 characters. Okay, this is first row data displayed. Next, I have to display second row data. Second row data I want to display. Second row again same now. Second row information printing. Okay, the first 80 characters will print into first line. Remaining 20 characters will print into next line. So like this, in my table, how many number of rows? 100 rows. So these 100 rows are 100 rows data will displayed into how many lines? Come on, guys. Each row, a row displayed into 2 lines means 100 rows into 2 lines. That means total how many lines? 200 lines. Okay, 100 rows of data will displayed in 200 lines. Got it my point now? Now tell me, displaying your 100 rows data, displaying into 200 lines means each and every row data will be splitting, will be divided like this. Like this. See, up to here printed. Next column will go to next line. Same as a row is printed, remaining data will go to next line. So like your row data will be split like this. Okay. And whenever your row data will split like this, then data will not proper systematical order. See, my data is not proper systematical order. Yes or no? So I don't want it this. Now what I want to do, my 100 rows data, I want to display in 100 lines. Only 100 lines. Okay, not 200 lines. Okay, in that case, the lines property will be used. Okay, the syntax is what now? Set lines of n. And here, what is n, sir? Here n is called as a number of bytes. Number of bytes. So now I'm setting, for example, I want to set lines. Okay, if I'm giving 50, then how many characters will display in each line now? If I'm giving 50 bytes of memory, then how many characters will display each line? 50 characters. Suppose if I'm giving 150, then it will display 150 characters. Okay, now, like maximum how much I can take? Maximum how much I can take means here 32,767. If I take, what happened you can see. And now I want to set my lines. Lines 32,767. If I'm taking this, okay, that is allowed. But next level, if I'm taking 32,768, if I'm taking, then it was showing out of the range. So that means your byte, minimum 1 byte, 1 byte of memory, maximum 32,767 bytes for each line. Then more than that, it is called as a out of the range. So that means maximum bytes, how many here? 32,767, minimum 1 byte. So this is the way the lines property can be set. And finally, these two properties, when you set, then your data will be displayed proper systematically. So now I'm going to setting now, set my page size. Okay, I'm giving 100 and set my lines, for example, 150. Okay, and after that you need to call your table. So default, that means a department table as usual, because it's a small table, it doesn't affect anything, as usual display. But when come to the big data table, you can see it was now clear. The previously how it was displayed, your EMP table data not proper. Yes or no? Some table will be divided into some parts. Yes or no? And column headings also repeated number of times, column headings also repeated. This is not proper tabular format. And after setting these two properties, then you can call the same, the data will be properly displayed. Now it was clear now. So whatever the data we displayed, employee table, now it is good or not? It looked like good. It looks good or not? And we can easily understand that, okay, these are employee number. These are employee number is a column, and this is column data. It's a employee name, names, job, jobs, managers, manager number, hire dates, salary, salaries, commission, commission, department number, department number. Okay, now, so my table now it was proper systematical order. Okay, now, so whenever, so final conclusion is what now here, whenever you want to display the big data tables in systematically, okay, in your SQL Plus environment, then you need to set these two properties. So these two properties you must be set. Okay, now, so that is what, that is the two properties here we are using. Okay, then I can say here 150 or something. Okay, right. So these are the two properties. And the next one is the next small topic here there. The topic name is called as here concatenation operator. Concatenation operator. So this concatenation operator also carefully remember, because this is we are using under SQL as well as PLSQL also. Okay, right. What is concatenation operator? Okay, generally concatenation operators are we are using. Okay, I think this concatenation operator we are using in Java also now. In Java programs, even though in .NET people also using this concatenation operator. Maybe operator symbol will change, but purpose is what, guys? What is the purpose of concatenation operator? Adding to or combining two string expressions. Yes or no? So how you need to combine or join or add the two string expressions or more than two string expressions? So there we can using what now? Concatenation operator. Got it? So that is what it was happen. Okay. So here also same thing in database. When you want to add or combine two or more than two string expressions, then we are using what now? Concatenation. Okay. So that means I'm saying here what? To combine. Okay. To combine two or more than two or more than two string expressions. Okay, two or more than two string expressions. So now what is the syntax for this concatenation means? The syntax will be like this here. So we know that our string is representing double quotes or single quotes. So in database, string can be represent what? Single quotes. So string 1 plus, open your single quote, string number 2, okay, close, plus, sorry, plus, what is this? Not plus, here I'm using which symbol? Concatenation. And next is string number 2, concatenation. And next one is what now? String number 3. Okay, so like this, we can concatenate so many string expressions. Okay, we can concatenate. Okay, now, right. For example, let me see. So carefully observe. Here, this is my table name and the table having some data. So now I'm going to display my information. Okay, in which manner means one plain text format I want to display. Suppose this table is having which format? Tabular format. This data is having tabular format, but I want to display some text file or text format I want to display. Then I'm writing a small query. How it is means select. Here I'm saying here, okay, I'm adding one string that is called as a Mr. is a one string. Mr. dot is a one string expression. To this string expression, I'm adding ename column. And now tell me, ename column is which data type? Is it number data type or string data type? It is a string data type. So Mr. concatenate ename. Up to here, if I leave and I'm asking from EMP, so what it was happen here? For each and every employee name, before what I'm adding? What I'm adding, guys? Mr. We are adding Mr. to each and every employee name before. So up to here, if I executed, what's happened? You can see all are going to be added. like Mr. Smith, Mr. Allen, Mr. Word, Mr. John, like it will be. Understand now? Hmm. And now tell me in this example, how many strings I was added here? One. Hey, one or two are here. Two strings. Mr. is a one string. E name is a one string. How many strings? Two strings I added. Okay, right. Suppose I'm going to adding next. Mr. Okay, to this I'm taking e name. To this e name again I'm adding. Okay, what is now Mr. Smith? Okay, I'm adding one more string that is called a working as a I was given. Up to here, if I leave like this from EMP, what it was happening, you can see Mr. Smith working as a, all are having like this. So now tell me now how many string expressions I added? There are three string expressions. Okay, but can you see in my result, Mr. Smith working as a, that means the name Smith and working, between there is no space. Yes or no? Yes, there is no space. So now if I'm not giving space, it's not clarity. Yes or no? It's not having any it's not look like good. Okay, so I need to give some space. How I can give space? Observe, select Mr. concatenation ename concatenation space. A space also must be in the single quote space. So the space is also one string. Space is also one string. To this adding what is now working as a, okay, from EMP. And now tell me now in this query total how many strings? There are four string expressions are there. Okay, there are four strings. Okay, first one is what now? This is Mr. First one. E name is second string. Space third string. Working as a fourth string. Because space is also string. Remember, understand? Na? Space is also string. Okay, now so working as a. Okay, now we can see to execute now. So now what it was happen? For every name after some space is coming out. Yes or no? Now it's look like good. It's like look like good. Okay. So Mr. Smith working as a, Mr. Allen working as a. So it's look like good. Now I want to add. So to this, okay, Mr. Smith or some employee space working as a. Okay, again I'm giving what? Concatenation. That means adding. Again what? Again space. Okay, so again to this space I'm adding which column? Job column. And you can tell me job column is also which type of data type column? String type. So finally what it was come to me here. Okay, now you can see job from EMP if I give it. So what it was happening to you? So the statements will be displayed. Okay, Mr. Smith working as a clerk. Mr. Allen working as a salesman. Mr. Word working Jones, like that information will be displayed. So whenever now tell me finally in this query, how many strings we used here? Count. How many string expressions I used here? Total 6. Total 6 because Mr. is a 1, e name 2, space 3, working as a 4, space 5, job 6. There are 6 string expressions we added like this. Understand now? So this is concatenation symbol. Okay, what we can say result, or else the use of concatenation symbol. Okay, now I'm giving some example here. So your output will be come to you. Okay, this is concatenation. Okay, operator how to use. Okay, right. And the next one we called as here, another one we called as a distinct keyword. Next one is called as what now? Distinct keyword. Okay, so now, okay, distinct keyword. Distinct keyword, the main purpose is what? And where I want to use this keyword means here observe. Distinct keyword is one of the predefined keyword guys here. Okay, now, so it is a predefined keyword in database. Okay, so in database which is used to eliminate duplicate values, guys. To eliminate what now? Duplicate values. Okay, so whenever you need to eliminate these duplicate values, okay, so there we can use a distinct keyword. Okay, now, and what is the syntax of this here? The syntax of this, I want to use this distinct keyword, distinct, and apply on your column name. So on which column you need to apply, you can. And now come back and see now, for example, let me come out and see, suppose I have a table. This is my table. In this table, one of my column, I can see job column. Suppose if I call my specific column job from EMP table, then what it was happening guys here, the job column data will be displayed. But can you tell me in this job column, do you have any duplicates? Yes, we have a duplicates. What is the duplicate? Clerks are there. Clerk how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like salesmen also we have a duplicates 4 times. Like manager duplicates 3 times. Enlister duplicate 2 times. And president only 1 time. So now what I want to do in this column, whatever the duplicate values are there that I need to eliminate now. So whenever you want to eliminate, then you can use which keyword? Distinct keyword. Okay, distinct. And this keyword on which column? On which column? Job column from EMP table. Then see whatever the repetition of values, that means duplicate values are there, that all duplicate values are we eliminated, and finally using what now? Unique values are we are using. Unique means what now? Different values. Only one time clerk, one time salesman, one time analyst, one time manager, one time president. So, but previously there are so many repetitions are there, duplicates are there. But after distinct keyword, when applied on a column, then there is no, okay, duplicates. Like in the same to same, if I want to go select a DPT number from EMP table. Again, you're also having so many duplicates are there in this column. Again, if I want to apply my distinct keyword, okay, distinct, and what is now department number, and from EMP, then you can see your all duplicates are eliminated and finally kept, okay, unique values. Unique values means different values are we kept here. Okay, but here your department numbers are not in the particular order. Suppose sir, I need a order means you have to use order by class. But order by class, what exactly? In future classes in coming soon, I will discuss with you. Okay, now, but here just I'm showing to how to ordering. So now it was ordering 10, 20, 30. Okay, but what is order by? In the next concept, I will discuss with you. Okay, right. So these are distinct values you can use on any type of a column here. Okay, to avoiding your duplicate values. Okay, now right. And this is what we called as, guys, here your introduction part of SQL and the basic, okay, and basic fundamentals. What is what we discuss. Okay, now, so this all. And now here I said this two languages commands you need to understand. Some more knowledge is required in database. Okay, now, so that later I will discuss this. And remaining all commands we discuss already over. Okay, and this is your the introduction part of SQL. So as of now, we are discussing only introduction and basics. Okay, now, right? And this entire notes I'm going to upload into your Google Classroom. So data types also I didn't send it now. So data type main notes I'm sending now, and introduction to SQL is also the main notes. And next demo tables. Okay, these are I'm sharing to you. So 11. So first running notes I'm going to upload it, guys, in your, okay, first running notes I'm going to upload. So 11 a.m. Okay, this is complete running notes. And later, uh, and introduction to SQL and data types. Okay, main notes. Okay, the main notes is PDF format. Okay, I will send it. Clear? Mm. And you want the demo tables also now for practicing purpose. Okay, Oracle demo tables. Okay, so the demo tables also file I'm sending to you. Same whatever I showed yesterday, same as this follow. So Oracle demo tables, copy paste into your SQL Plus. Okay, now. Yes. Okay, your Oracle demo tables also got. So up to now, your entire nodes is all nodes is running notes and main materials also you got it. Okay, right. And the next topic in my SQL part, okay, the next topic I will go. Okay, in this SQL only we have a next topic. Okay, the topic name is text hiding operators. So I think you all of you are having some little bit idea on operators, how in real time, that means how in your applications it will be using. Okay, now, right. So now how we can go for to use operators. Now, can you check it out? Okay. In Java, C, C++, yes or no? In Java, C, C++, okay, you all are having, okay, operators concept and topic also their operators topic. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Having or not? Hmm. So what is the purpose of operators, guys, in your C language or Java or .NET? Okay. What is the purpose of operators? How to use? Come on, guys. Any idea? To perform some operations. Hmm. So simple. Okay. So whenever you want to write some logics, okay, now, or else when you want to assign, when you want to comparing, okay, which is biggest value, which is smallest value, comparison level, okay, in the same to same. When you go for, okay, what we can say, multiple conditions. Okay, so yesterday some students are asking, sir, how to write multiple conditions? Okay, now, so multiple conditions whenever you want to check more than one conditions. Okay, now in that cases, operators are compulsory we should use. Okay, so how we are using operators in C, C++, Java, .NET. Okay, same as in database also we require operators for writing and performing some arithmetic operations, some values. Okay, so assigning some values, as of now, writing more than one conditions. So these kind of things, okay, which is bigger, which is smaller. Okay, these kind of things when we want to compare compulsory, we require a operators. So simply, what we want to say, guys, here in this some operators maybe you know, have a good idea on this, and some operators maybe you don't know. Okay, now, right. So here operators we called as simply, okay, perform to perform some operation, to perform some operation on the given operand, the given operand values. Here operand means x variable. So like for example, if I'm giving x is equals to 10 if I'm giving now. Here x is called as what now? Okay, operand. Okay, equals is called as what now? Operator. Okay, now 10 is called as what? Value. Okay, now so x is a operand, equal is called a operator, 10 is called as a value. Understand? Na? So like it is operand, the given on given operand values. So x operand value how much? 10. On this 10 we are applying what now? Assignment operator. So like it will be going to say, so to perform some operations on given operand, come to our Oracle. Okay, so Oracle supports or supporting, Oracle supporting the following operators. The following operators, the following operators are, okay, now you can see some operators I'm giving to you one by one. Check it out. The first one we called as usual, we all of you know, That is called as what now? Assignment operator. Assignment operator. So it will be, what is this? Equal. And the next one is called as your arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator. In arithmetic operators, we all of you know this. Okay. So here it was come plus, minus, okay, into, and divide. Okay. Now, and next we have here, the next one is called as a relational operators. Relational operators. In relational operators also, we have some operators like less than, greater than, less than or equals to. Okay. Now, greater than or equals to, not equals to, yes or no? So not equals to, even though we can write like less than or greater than. So these operators are we are going to be using in the relational category. And the next one is called as, fourth one is called as a logical operators. So logical operators. So logical operators, what it was comes here, AND operator, OR operator, not. Okay, then after we are going to be using in our database set operators. So set operators is also, okay, one of the operator we will be use, like what is your set operators? Union. Okay, I want to send union all. Okay, and send intersect. Okay, in mathematics you have now minus. And along with this, you have some special operators also. Okay, special operators. Okay, what's the special operators here? There are two types of special operators are there in this. Okay, now two types of special operators in this. One is called as a positive and one is we called as a negative. Okay, negative operators or positive. Come to my, okay, negative positive operators first I will discuss. So positive operator and negative operators. Okay, right. So what are the positive and negative here? Observe. So positive operator is called as here in. Negative is not in. Positive is called as a between. Negative is called as a not between. Not a between. That is negative. Next one we called as here. Okay, so is, can you see is null? I said no. In the future we will discuss what is. And the negative operation is called as what now? Is not null. Like we have here like operator. And negative is called as what now? Not like. Okay, now so these are general operators, guys, here, which will be commonly we are using under database queries. Okay, now under database queries. Okay, and some more operators are there. Those operators are we will discuss as concept basis, because these are general operators means what now? I can use these operators on anywhere. Okay, now I can use these operators on anywhere. But some more operators also we have it here. But those operators are we can use only in that particular area or particular topics. Okay, like we have a existing operator, not existing operators, any operator, all operators, yes, this kind of operators also we have, but those operators will be go for only when it was means okay, it was going to only specific topic wise it will be used, but those kind of operators I can't use in any way. Suppose I want to use it in different queries, means it's not possible. Okay, so that kind of operators you will be covering, and we will cover as per topic wise, we will cover. But these are what I am saying here, general. These operators you can use anywhere in SQL, PLSQL, whatever it is. Okay, now you can use anywhere, it will be work. Okay, and of course, suppose you have a little bit background of C++, Java, then you all of you know up to here, I think you all of you know this. Okay, these are the common operators you all of you know, and set operators, special operators, we will discuss into, okay, one by one here, what is what. But I will show you all the things one by one example for your easiness purpose. And if any non-background students are there, they can also easily understand. Okay, the first one is called as what now? Assignment operators. So assignment operator generally we are using, okay, we all of you know, when you want to assign a value, okay, to variable, otherwise here I'm passing attribute. Here attribute is nothing but what now? Column. And what is the syntax for this means? The syntax of this assignment operator. So now I want to give it first the particular column name, and after that I want to pass my assignment operator. Okay, then after sending what? Value. Okay, now this is what it was happened. So, and initially so many examples we discuss. Okay, I don't want to explain here because so many example we know. So like we are assigning, so EMP number, okay, is equals to some 7788 value assigned. Like we are using an update command, update set. Okay, salary is equals to 45,000, where job is equals to, for example, we given like manager. Okay, and next one is what now? Delete. So delete from EMP. So where if I want to say department number is equals to 20. So these are all our equal operators we are using, guys, here. Okay, so to assigning some values to my table columns. Okay, this is common and so many examples we discuss. And next one is called as what now? Arithmetic operators. Take arithmetics, and arithmetic operators are we are going to be using, guys, here whenever you want to perform some mathematical calculations. So mathematical calculations means what now? Addition, subtractions, multiple divisions. So these kind of operations when you perform, compulsory we need arithmetic operators. Okay, now, so what I'm saying here, to perform addition, subtraction, comma, multiple, okay, multiple, and next what is now? Division. So these kind of operators when you want to do, you can use your arithmetic operators. And syntax of arithmetic operators. Okay, what is the syntax means? I'm sending here column name and passing here arithmetic operator and passing some value. Okay, now, right. And some examples I will show you how to use arithmetic operator. Observe carefully. My first example is what now? Write a query to display employees' salaries after adding, okay, after adding 500 rupees. So after adding 500 rupees, okay, we need to display, okay, after adding 500, later you can display your employee salaries. Okay, now, so in this case, let me come out and see. Suppose this is your table. Already, this is your table. Okay, so in this table, once you can see what it was happened, already have some salaries information here. Okay, now, so these are already existing salaries, sir. We have it here. Okay, to these existing salaries, I need to add, okay, 500 rupees. So now I'm going to using how I can use it here means select sal plus 500 from EMP. Then you can see here the person 800 person will take after adding 500 1300, okay, and 1600 person after adding 500 2100, and 1250 person after adding 1750. So each and every employee salaries, to each and every employee salary we added 500. Okay, now so that means here observe, but whenever I was displayed here salary plus 500, okay, that operation will be showing in my result, that operation. So why should I want to show my operation in this result? Okay, why should I want to show operation in this result? So this operation I need to hide. Then I will write like this here, select a sal. Okay, this is called as a old salary. Old underscore salary is called as a alias name. Sal plus 500, I'm giving here new underscore salary. This is alias name from EMP table. And now we can see old salary of employee sal. On this column, I'm creating one alias name I'm creating. Okay, now I'm creating here alias name. So when I'm using alias name on this table, okay, now then what it was happened, you can see the salary in place of salary column, it was displayed your temporary name that's called a old salary. And now if you want it, okay, so salary plus 500, instead of to display this operational information, we are creating new salary. New salary is called alias name. And now tell me what are the aliases we created here. These aliases are table level aliases or column level? Come on, guys. Yes, column level. So column level aliases. Okay, now? And this alias name, I said what now? User friendly messages. These are user friendly messages or user defined statements. So whenever you want to define your user defined statements, then you can use. Okay. This is one example of how to display, okay, employee salaries after adding 500. Okay, now, right. In the same to same next example. Same to same next example. What is my next example here? Okay. Write a query to display employee number, name. Okay. So basic salary. Okay. Otherwise, I want to say monthly salary, display number, name, comma, monthly salary, and annual salary, annual salary, okay, of employees, to display number, name, monthly salary, and annual salary of employees from EMP table. Okay, now from EMP table. So here employee number, I want to display name. And what next I have to, these employees are monthly salaries. How much the monthly salaries of that employee. And what I next I have to annual salaries also I want to display. So now you can come out and see. So when come to my select star from EMP table, and this is employees information. And whatever the salary column here already there in this table, okay, 816, these are called a monthly salaries. Understand that? These are called a monthly salaries. So, but based on this monthly salaries, I want to calculate a annual salary. Can you tell me guys here, if I want to calculate annual salary, what is the logic? How to calculate annual salary of employee? Come on. Yes, salary into 12 months. Okay, monthly salary into 12 months. Okay, now we can see. So how we can calculate it here? Select what I want it, employee number, employee name, sal. And this is, we know, monthly salary. This is. And next I have to give it a salary into 12. This is, I want to show annual salary. And suppose if I give an EMP table means, so what it was happen, all employees monthly and annual salaries are displayed, because here I'm not using where class condition. So that's why I'm not using where class condition. What it was happened, total 14 employees are there. The 14 employees monthly salary and annual salaries are we calculated. So one employee monthly, Smith monthly salary how much? 800. So monthly salary 800 means automatically annual salary how much here? 800 into 12, 9600. Okay, na? And in this example or in this query, what we find out here, all employees are we find out. Okay, all people, monthly salaries and annual salaries we calculated. But suppose my next question is what now? I want to know the monthly and annual salaries of a particular employees. That means who are working as a manager. Okay, those managers monthly and annual salaries are, I need to know it. Then how I can right now? Select EMP number, E name, job, and I will take salary. It I'm showing as monthly salary. Okay, comma. Next salary into 12 months. This is I'm showing as annual salary. Okay, showing as annual salary. And what I want to say from EMP and compulsory condition. What is the condition? Who's okay, people data I want to show managers. Now I can go to execute. What's happened? You can see in my table how many managers we have? 3 managers. Jones, Blake, Clark. The 3 managers monthly salary how much? Jones monthly salary 2975, annual salary 35,700. Okay, Blake monthly salary 2850, his annual salary 34,200. Like a clerk. Okay, na? Understand na? So this is specific one. A specific people means what I said, we should use a where class. And here without where class. So this is all people. These are specific people. Okay, na? You can go to find out your monthly and annual salaries of employees. Okay. And my next question is what now? Same question. I'm writing in the another manner. Write a query to display number, name, comma, job, comma, monthly salary and annual salaries of employees. Okay. So who are working as a what I'm saying here, manager, who are working as a manager from EMP table. So in this case, compulsory, we should add your where class condition. So where job is equals to, I want to give it here, manager. Okay. So this is what specific people, this information will be come to you. So, okay, this is your output of your manager employee. Okay, no? Right. So now this, a next example you can see. One more example. What is my next example here? Write a query to display employees salaries after incrementing after incrementing salary with 10 percentage. Salary with 10 percentage. So now careful observe. I want to display employee salaries after incrementing salary with 10 percentage. So now careful observe, 10% increment was given by company. Suppose in my company, there are 14 employees are there. In my company, there are 14 employees are there. So to all employees in my company, okay, the company management people was given increment is how much here? 10%. So when they given 10% of increment to all these employees, okay, then how much salary will come to us? Okay, let me see. So here I need to display. Display means which command? Select command. Select. Okay, what I want to say after increment of salary. So I want to take my EMP number, E name. Okay, salary. This is salary I'm saying here before increment. Before increment. Okay, comma after increment. So now tell me guys here. For example, one person salary 800 rupees is salary 800. So 800 into 10 percentage. Yes or no? 10 percentage. Then 800 into 10 percentage means how much here? 80 rupees. And this is 80 rupees what now? 10 percentage of increment. Yes or no? Yes or no guys? 80 rupees is called a 10 percentage of increment. So this increment amount, whatever the 80 rupees is came, that 80 rupees I want to add to basic salary. Then 800 plus 80. What is your final? 880 rupees. What is your final? 880 rupees will come to you. Okay, let me see. So now how to write condition? Any logic is there? Come on. What is the logic to write? We are writing here. How to write here? Salary plus salary into 10 by 100. Can I say like this? Come on, guys. Can I say like this? Yes. And this is I'm showing after increment. After increment. Okay, now? And now what I want to say from EMP table. Now you can see employee number name. Before increment, Smith employee salary, how much here? 800. Okay. After increment, 10% is 880. Like 1600, 760, 1250, 13, 2975, 32,000, so 3272.50 paisa. So like this, after increment of 10%, these are the salaries of your employees. Okay, and here all employees I find out. For example, sir, I don't want all employees. I want to give this increment for who are working under department number 10. So department number 10, how many employees are working? 3 people. So those people only I want to increment them. Then how I can write here my query? So I'm going to adding here department number. So department number, salary before increment, after increment. Okay, now? Right. And after what I'm saying here from EMP table, where condition department number is equals to 10. So only 10th departments. So how many people was there in the 10th department? 3 people, clerk, king, miller. So clerk before increment salary 2450. After 10% of increment 2695. So king, okay, before increment 5000. After 10% of increment 55. Okay, now? So like the specific you can find out or all. Okay, this is another example. Okay, the same question I'm asking here in the specific. So what I say, display employee salaries after incrementing of salary with 10%. Okay, then my question is, who are working under department number is 10. So then I need to add this. Okay, so DPT number sal and condition also I'm adding where DPT number is equals to 10. Okay, now these are the things we can. And in this case, can you see guys here, which command I'm using? Select command. That means select command, we are just for retrieval your data. But when you go for your original table, okay, now tell me, data is changes, huh? Is there any changes is occurred? No, that means whatever the 10% of increment was given by company, that is just a temporary, not a permanent. But sir, I want to go for permanently. Okay, I want to change my data after 10% of increment. So then which command I'm using? If I want to change my data means update command. So update command same. So what is the question will come to you? The next question. Write a query to update, okay, all employee or all employees salaries, okay, with increment of 5%. Okay, I want update now. Okay, all employee salaries with increment of 5%. Here update. And now we can see 880. 5% means how much? 40 rupees, sir. Yes, that 5% is of 40 rupees you can add for your 800, 840. Yeah? Yes, now you can see how my command is writing. Update emp set. Which column updating? Salary column. Salary is equals to salary plus salary into 5% means, can I write like this? 0.05. Can I write down? Come on, guys. 5% means, can I write 0.05? So now, and now, okay. Now tell me, is it required to use where class? Because I want it all employees. All employees means where class is required or not required? Not required, not required. So leave it, semicolon, execute. How many rows are updated? 14 rows. And now after updated, then you can come out and see your table EMP. Now see, your salaries are updated. 5% increment is given. Yes. So this is okay. Data changes after 5% of increment. My salaries will be like this in table. My salaries will be like this in table. Okay, now, right? So these are what we called as a arithmetic operator. Now understand now arithmetic operators how to use in my queries. Got it? Some idea? Come on. Okay, right, guys. So these are arithmetic operators, and wherever you want it specific people, there you can use a where class. If you don't want it specific people, and don't use where class. Understanding now? Right. So these are assignment arithmetic. And what next? Relational. Okay. So relational, logical, set, special. These we will check it out tomorrow session. So tomorrow we'll go for the remaining operators. Okay, now? And I will be saying